I'm Rodney McLeod.
I'm Anthony Walker Jr.
And you're tuning in to the Dawgs Only podcast, where we'll be taking you through special stories and getting to know us a little bit better and connecting with our teammates.
Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame.
Today, we got co-host Rodney McLeod.
Yeah.
2 guests. Say y'all name.
Okoronkwo. Owusu-Koramoah.
All right. What is your name, bro?
Jeremiah Ernest Owusu-Koramoah.
JOK for the people that don't know.
Yeah, you can call me Beezy if that's easier.
Yeah. We gotta start with the names though.
I want it complicated.
Yeah, we gotta start with the names.
Why though?
That's cool. You see, I don't want to complicate it. I more so want to get the authentic, root of what I actually am. Our names are our functions. It's what really makes us us. So I don't want to get up here and say something that, I may not be, especially when I'm talking to my guys.
Yeah.
These the guys. It's, can I get
love.
some love over here? Just to start us off.
Yeah. Shout out to Mike.
Okay.
Yeah.
Respect.
Nah, but I love the names, right? I think, when you grow up in an African household, big on tradition, right? And I feel like names have meaning and have value.
For sure.
So is there a deeper meaning behind Jeremiah and Ogbo?
Yeah, for
like
sure.
Give
I'll go first? So my name means favor from God, or favor from the Father is the direct translation.
Dope.
But so my name just means favor, because I'm blessed and highly favored. My parents just want to speak that onto my life, and they did.
You here?
Yeah.
You here?
They did.
Which one of the names? It really depends.
We got time.
We got time.
We got time.
Everything. Because I want to know where the earnest come from.
Okay. the earnest. So in our tradition, in Ghana, specifically with the Akan people, you'll have each name has a specific meaning. Of course, the first name Jeremiah is more of a biblical name. That roots from Yedim Yahu is the Hebrew term, and it means that Yah will exalt or God will exalt, lift up, to lift up. And then of course you have Ernest, which is my great grandfather's name. You give somebody who is coming in just into the world a ancestral name, and then you'll have Yao is the name for my my Kra, so it's my soul name, right? So my soul name is basically name that the day that I was born. I was born on a Thursday, and Yao really is like one who's like firm or courageous, and then you have Owusu, which is more of the paternal line, and that's really means determination, et cetera, et cetera. So it's a long breakdown, but that's the.
That was cool.
That's the basic
Substance right there.
Gotcha. Rooted in substance.
Hey, right?
Okay, cool.
That's the quote of the week right there.
no
Rooted
doubt.
in substance.
So how we get Rodney McLeod?
How we get Rodney McLeod?
Yeah.
I'm named after my father.
Same.
That's
it.
JR.
That's it.
JR.
Nothing else.
You feel me? That's
Same
it.
with you, right?
Yeah, same. Nothing else.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like,
I like
I don't
that.
know if a third gonna happen though. Wife shut that down.
Why?
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
that's all good. That's another story.
Oh, that's
no third acting over here either. I don't.
what you think? You gonna have another one?
No third.
Yeah.
Why not?
I don't know.
You don't want the tradition to continue.
You want to
Nah.
give him his own story.
Yeah, no doubt. I think that's what it is.
I think that's
Yeah.
That's cool.
Especially now, that pressure, man.
Especially
Live on
coming
too
from
much.
Rod the third, that's gonna be tough to follow.
Yeah.
The third. He's so
That's tough.
great over there.
Yeah, it's greatness over there. Too much greatness.
chill.
That's big shoes.
No
Nah,
doubt.
man. But honestly, like you guys, Ghanaian home, Nigerian household. Talk about the dynamic, the family dynamic, like the ins and outs, like growing up, the parenting, the culture, the food.
The food
like right.
is,
We
man,
want to
yeah.
hear it all, man. Like
Where do you want to start?
Well, I think, at least to start off with, I think Ogbo grew up in more of a traditional home than maybe I did. I grew up more in a Southern Floridian. I grew up specifically with my mother. My mother's not from Ghana. My mother is from Florida, but I did have, kind of like a dual growing up. I did spend a lot of time with my father here and there, but I think, and that Ghanaianness that you see really in me is a lot of, self-evaluation, self-study, along with going back, asking the elders, asking, some of those who may know more about the culture, some of my family members that's already in Ghana, my father taking me there. That's come from that. And that's not necessarily my growing up. But for me, my household was, a traditional, you know, I would say Christian, but it was more so like a very disciplined. I grew up in a military household. I don't know if anybody can relate.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so it was very disciplined, Pentecostal, Baptist, you know, dancing in the spirit, speaking in tongues, you know, type of household. You know, we didn't really have no denomination. We was just really bouncing to church, whatever church had the most, you know,
Family vibes.
the family vibes. You know, that's the one that we went to. So that's kind of to summarize.
Or whichever one, you know, got out the latest, huh?
Most definitely.
No, I didn't
But really, it seemed like we went to the one that was the longest, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
I've
it's
been
like
to
different
some-
Virginia.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
his folks, they like, man, we in it. Like we want to be in there for a while.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Sunday
We
school. Sunday
in there
school,
for
both
a while.
services.
Yeah.
But it goes to like this. Like my mom, like, you know, the scripture, and they say like, you know, you raise the child in the way he should go, and he should not depart from it. She kind of took that very seriously. You know, she used to break it down to me like it's 24 hours in a day. And people say, oh, they raising their child, but they're really not, because, you know, you need 8 hours. You go to school for 8 hours. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got much left.
Yeah.
And then you got after school programs. That's 4 hours, right?
Yeah.
And then how many people really 2 hours to eat? You know what I'm saying? And how many people really sit down? You know what I'm saying? You ain't got much time left. You may got 2 hours a day, an hour a day. And how many people sit down with their children then? You know? So, you know, they,
That's a deep,
you
that's
see
deep
what I'm saying?
right there.
Yeah, that joint crazy.
That's deep right there.
Yeah, we
Okay, look,
Upbringing?
I don't got as a decorated upbringing as
It's your own though. It's your own.
But yeah, I grew up in a traditional African like household. Parents were just super strict, wanted me to make good grades, come home early, just, you know, do the right thing, go to church, you know. I was a skateboarder though, and they hated that, you know.
Why is that?
I mean, skate culture isn't really like skate culture and Nigerian culture. You know?
Don't mix. Yeah, like, what is this? It's
So, you
foreign.
know,
It's like
skate-
free spirit,
Yeah,
right?
you know,
Yeah.
skate- like, I'm coming home at like super late.
Yeah.
You know, I'm my clothes all ripped up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Got my Vans on.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They see all the,
like
they see like holes in my
No
shoes
doubt.
for me just swiping all day on the board. So they didn't like that. So when I actually started playing football, they only cared about education. So when I started playing football, they were just like, oh, so you're skateboarding, and then football is like another distraction from school, you know. So I had to hide it from them initially. So then I guess until I got a scholarship, I was just like, you know, put a
There
little
you
envelope
go.
down like.
Yeah.
You know,
understand it's
yeah.
real.
No
And
doubt.
then look, when they saw,
Like,
oh,
legit.
your
This could be
tuition's
something.
being
Yeah,
paid
this could
for.
really be something.
Right. What
Yeah.
can it say?
They were
Yeah.
like, "What's your first game?" You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
now they locked in. Now they locked in. That's
Yeah,
funny.
but, yeah, that's how it went for me though.
About your skateboard after that, huh?
I know I still dabble now. You know,
Yeah.
that's just who I am now at this
Yeah.
point.
I remember when we was in Ghana specifically, Ogbo, you know, spent a lot of time at the skate parks. And I'm like, why you keep going skate?
Nah, because look, like I just wanted them to know that like over here, like you saw how I connected with them.
Nah,
Once they saw
yeah,
me
yeah.
skating, like it was like we was here. I
Yeah.
still talk to them now.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who introduced you to skate? The skateboard. Like how you?
I think I was just a big fan of like Pharrell, you know, Skateboard P.
Yeah.
You know,
Gotcha.
growing up, like Lupe Fiasco.
Yeah.
You know,
Neptunes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was that type of kid. You know?
Yeah. You know, 7'5".
Yeah.
Come on, Jay.
I was
Okay.
like the only one in my area skateboarding too.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, "What are you doing?"
What are you
Like,
doing?
Everybody
Yeah.
was hooping. Everybody was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
why are you doing that?
So when did you start playing football?
I'll say summer going to junior year.
And how did that come about?
One of my coaches was just like, so I had a growth spurt. I was like 5'7".
When?
Like my sophomore
Stop
year.
playing.
That's why I was like 5'7". The summer went by. I came back to school. All the coaches was like who's this?
Needle.
So they kept trying to get me to play, and I was like, at first I didn't really vibe with like, you know, like really just with
Structure.
athletes, honestly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a skater.
Yeah.
You know that little, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm not really trying to be around like a bunch of jocks for real.
Yeah.
You know? Then I went, and then everybody, I started kicking it. Everybody was cool.
Yeah.
It was a little family, you know, so it was just like my skate family. It was like my
Football family.
Yeah, football family. So everybody brought me in. I sucked really bad though. I was nothing. I was out there not doing nothing. Like it's funny. Like I started actually playing for real because one of my friends got hurt. He was really good. He got hurt and they just threw me in. They're just like, you know, just hold it down like until he gets back.
Yeah, hold it down.
Then I started going crazy. I started going crazy.
I can't even imagine playing football that late. Like,
Man, I actually got a question for you.
Talk to
Growing
me.
up in a Nigerian home, I see you got tattoos.
Yeah.
How did the parents take the tattoos?
I mean, they hated it.
Did you hide it?
No, I didn't hide them at all.
okay.
No, yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm very like.
When you get your first hat?
14.
Oh wow.
Sheesh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know they were hot.
They was hot.
Yeah, no, like ready to kick me out.
Oh, you think you grow?
Yeah,
Oh, you think you grow?
Everything against what we stand for.
Yeah,
Man, I'm
and I
telling you.
felt like I was
rebel.
Yeah,
You was a
I
rebel.
doing that on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
I was doing it on purpose.
At that
Super
time,
rebel. That's,
Yeah, at that time I was just like, you
Yeah.
know, just
yeah,
Young
I remember
knucklehead.
a few times I even mentioned a tattoo. Mouth smack. Wash my mouth out. All that we rebuke you. You can't even mention no tattoo. What? Earrings neither. Oh, yeah, it was up.
Yeah.
Man, I think I came
man,
home
when I
one
got
time.
when I got my
You had
earrings,
the magnet. You had the
I
magnet.
had the magnet jump. What?
Hey, when I got my earrings, I remember that whooping.
Like it was yesterday.
I remember that one.
That's
I don't even want to talk
crazy.
about it, but yeah, it was one of the ones.
Well, yeah, we all had to do something.
Yeah.
I mean, I got my ears pierced without my parents knowing.
They were mad.
What? Dog, I go get my ears pierced. I had one of my best friends growing up, had his mom get an okay. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously underage, so you got to have a guardian sign off. So that happens. I'm hiding it. I told my dad, though, he was cool. My dad and my mom
Your dad
separate
was
homes.
cool?
Yeah, separate homes.
Okay.
So then I'm going out this around prom season. That's why I got it. I need the earring for prom.
blaze.
I'm getting ready to go shopping for the fit. I kid you not. Like, I've been hiding it like forever. I'm in the passenger seat. My mom just happened to look right before we hit the highway. She was like, "What's that in your ear?" And I used to have just like a little stick in there just to hold the hole. Yeah. Dog, she hit the U-turn so fast, did 80 back to the crib, got there in like 2 minutes. It was a wrap. It was a wrap. I kept it though. I still had it in prom.
stood on
it was
it.
looking good.
Stood on it.
Was there someone worth it?
Yeah, it was worth it. Heck yeah.
It's interesting how those experiences like make us kind of like, think about like, dang, like even if we kept being rebellious, even if we kept doing the things we wanted to do, at the end of the day we kind of grew more of a love for our parents.
Yeah.
After those
Yeah, for
moments.
sure.
For sure.
It's like, well, I can really understand why you wanted to implement what you wanted to implement. You can kind of make that connection even though you still rebelled.
You still was in the wrong. Yeah,
it's
for
interesting.
Yeah,
For
see,
sure.
I was rebellious. I was not. My dad said no, nothing.
Yeah.
It was no,
Yeah.
That's coach.
nothing. It's
That's coach.
exactly.
He in control of that playing time.
It's like he control everything.
No, for real.
Everything.
Mine wasn't necessarily too rebellious. Like I would do things, but then I correct it after. I never make like a mistake like twice. Like if
Same thing on the football field. We appreciate that.
Don't
It's still
don't
to
be a
you.
repeat
It's still
offender.
to you.
But I think, well, again, that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
like a lot of those lessons, the smaller lessons make up, the whole of the art piece. So I think, even when we talk about like the upbringing piece, with being a rebel or doing something that's wrong. Like I feel like I was obedient. Like I remember I called my mom the other day, and somebody was basically telling me I was a rebel. And I called him like, "Mom, tell him, I want to, She was like, "My baby was good. My baby was a good man growing up." So I think a lot of the times, like, I may view it as a rebel. I may view it as, like, disrespectful sometimes. But then, like, really, you ask your parents, I'm curious. Like, if you ask your parents, like, how was Ogbo growing up? They probably say he was a good child,
Yeah.
great child,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
They'll just say like I have my own mind.
Yeah.
That's all they'll say.
Yeah, which I
Yeah.
think is important, too.
Yeah. Man, talk about that. What's the food? What was the food like?
Food, I can start this.
we were talking a little bit before.
See, there's a
a
lot of parallels, and like we cross over a lot, but Nigerian food is definitely different than Ghanaian food. for
Is it
sure.
better or is it different?
I mean, perspective. I think it's way better because I went to Ghana with him, and I ate.
So the food wasn't nothing.
No, I wouldn't say that. The food, it was cool, but it was like
Look at JOK. Look at his face.
Watch this.
it was like this, like they will tell me like, oh, in Nigeria, this is like they'll try to compare like before I ate it, So I'm going into it thinking, okay, this is like when my mom made this,
Yeah.
and I'm eating it, I'm just like,
Nah, you want to
I'm
spit it out.
like, I'm like, cool, but I'll say this: the jollof rice, it was good, it was decent.
But it wasn't like what you.
See, let me tell y'all something. See-
Let me hear him out.
See, this is where it really comes down to, right? Mm-hmm. So,
He had to sit up for this.
I had to sit
Yeah,
back.
yeah,
Look,
yeah,
I-
come on.
I had to sit back.
So this is the principle of criticism right here, or the principle of evaluation.
Okay.
Right? So he grew up in a Nigerian family, right? With homemade Nigerian food. He comes to Ghana to evaluate, let me see what the Ghanaian food looks like. And it's getting what? Restaurant food.
No. Okay.
Watch
okay,
this.
Okay.
Restaurant food.
I went local now. Just don't do that.
Watch this. So he said he went local. But even the locals know how to make mass foods. They got to figure out a technique, something to do that they can make the same amount of food, the same taste, right? Food trucks, etc. Now, you may be a little biased now.
I mean, I'm trying to keep an open mind. Everything that we like that's spicy, they like it sweet. You know what I'm saying?
I know
It was
that's
It was just different. Like Nigerian food is really hot, and their food is really like.
Yeah.
We got some spicy dishes, but I see what you're saying. I actually don't really like spicy food.
Yeah, like the jollof rice, like it was sweet.
Yeah, I actually don't like it.
That was different.
And some people make them spicy.
Yeah, you know.
So it's, I think it's a multitude of different opinions, different ways to cook the food, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah. How are you constructing your plate? Like if we had an opportunity and chef was like, look, JOK, give me your best.
Vegan though, he vegan. So
Nah,
it's
but
a little different.
I'm talking about this is for us though. This is for the people.
Yeah.
We want some Ghanaian food.
Yeah.
We want some Nigerian food.
yeah,
What you telling them? What you telling them to make?
I'm gonna have to go vegan. I'm gonna have to go.
No.
Okay, but for us though.
But for us,
I got you.
For
No,
us.
but
Don't
don't
force them to be vegan.
I'm not forcing them to go vegan.
Oh.
This is
What
I'm
was
saying.
on your plate growing up?
Let me
that
go
you
first.
love?
But see, this is what they want to hear. They want to hear me say a bunch of like chicken and fish. And,
They want to hear goat.
I would recommend that.
So like, did y'all
I'm gonna let Ogbo go.
All right, see me. Look, if y'all came to Nigeria with me, we gonna go. We gonna go to my crib. Well, I ain't gonna take you to no restaurant. We gonna go to my crib.
that's shot right there. That's a shot right there. No change.
Look, my mom gonna make you some fufu with a goosey soup. Y'all never heard of that? No. Oh, it's like real spicy. You got some nice vegetables. You can get your choice of protein, chicken, goat. You
Okay.
can put it all in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then on the side, we're gonna have like some jollof rice.
Yeah.
Probably put some spicy chicken in there.
All right.
It's real dry though, so you need some water. What else? What else?
See, he painted that picture. Like, he
But
got
it's
me curious. Like,
it's interesting because remember the example that I gave prior to about the evaluation. First thing you do when you go to Nigeria, where you go? You come to his crib. First thing you do when you go to Ghana, where you go?
I tried.
He said
I told you. I
tried.
told you take me where you live.
Well, my house is a little far.
Yeah, it was far. Yeah,
it was
you did
far.
try. You did try.
Yeah, I
did.
tried. We
was with
far
NFL
away.
Africa, and like we had to stay on like the itinerary, and it just wasn't on the way.
Yeah. So let's get into it. NFL Africa.
That was one of the best trips of my life.
How did that come about? What was the experience like? How is it being in the NFL and going back over there? No. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that.
Cool.
We ain't doing that.
No,
Go ahead.
that was a good. Yeah, that was a good. For sure.
Yeah.
Should I start with that?
Yeah, start with that.
He wanted to know like, cause he said y'all been pretty cool for a minute. Y'all play, y'all play with each other. Y'all bond on and off the field. You know what I'm saying? So chill out. He said, so if you had the opportunity, to come with NFL Africa to
I'm
Ghana,
coming.
He gonna
I'm
pull
coming.
up.
I'm coming.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah, that's all I needed was the camera.
I'm coming.
that's it. Come on.
Last year I
I already
had a couple.
told you.
I had a couple,
Last
conflicts.
year, you know what I'm saying? So
It was
I asked
last
him.
minute. You know you last minute too, so don't do that.
You asked
I
me.
know. I see. That's what I don't need though. I need those. I need the date
Now.
well in advance.
I need it now.
because I know you. I already talked to you in the locker room.
When did I ask you?
We can advance.
He got the date.
He just
Oh,
told me,
wait.
He just told me we're going.
A week in
he said
advance.
we're going in a
I
week.
just wanted.
He told me, look, he said we're going in a week. We about to go help out kids in Africa. I said,
Appreciate that.
look, and I cleared it.
Thank you.
Help
Cleared
kids in
it.
Africa, cleared it.
So you had something planned?
Yeah, I did.
Okay,
I
I mean,
did.
that's all. It's about the value.
Hey,
You
look,
got a wife?
Hey, look. I got a girl.
A wife.
No, I don't got a wife.
Oh,
But
it's
different.
look.
It's different.
So
It's
I
levels.
even look.
It's levels.
I cut my I cut my London trip short, and then ended up going to Africa, then flying and doing the rest of my trip from Africa. I made it work.
Got you.
PJ.
My man.
Different.
Hey, that was
DJ,
NFL
sound like
Africa.
that.
Hey, look, that was NFL Africa. That was us. They did all that.
First class.
I'll be there next year.
Okay, so what was the questions?
Nah, NFL
NFL
Africa. Tell us about, that journey, that experience, the why behind it.
Yeah, tell them the why, and I'll tell them a little about the trip.
Well, I think the why really stems from a place to build a bridge, first and foremost. We have a lot of 100 plus, maybe 120 plus NFL, stars, NFL athletes that are have their ground roots somewhere or originate somewhere on the motherland, right? Whether it's Liberia, whether it's Nigeria, Ghana,
Ivory Coast.
Ivory Coast, right? Cameroon. We have a lot of athletes that are from Africa. So I think NFL Africa making that transition to really focus more on developing youth that's in Africa will I think first and foremost build a bridge, and secondly I think that I think my journey is a little bit different in reference to the NFL Africa. I more so had a an aim in reference to like education while I was there, because I have a nonprofit called Inqua, and I do also solo trips to be able to.
You went a month before.
A month before they went. But specifically for NFL Africa, I think first and foremost it was to build that bridge, and then and the bridge in reference to the players here, the players there, the youth here, the youth there.
Yep.
They started flag football as well there, and we actually had a team from Ghana come from.
They played in.
They played in Vegas. So you'll see that
Was that the
transition.
team that we coached and we did all the
We
combine
coached
stuff
over a
with?
few of them. They had the Eagle stuff on, which is
Yeah,
crazy,
yeah,
but it was cool. But yeah, the main reason was to really build that bridge to, being able to expand the diversity in the NFL. Not only that, but once a lot of the youths get over here and they may go to university, provide more opportunities for them. And what we call global networking, right? To be able to go to a different country to gain education, to gain resources, and to be able to help the community or the
be able to come back and
help the community in which you came. So, but that's the reason why I think that NFL Africa did that. Now we can go a little bit deeper on the.
So we had a camp. We ran like a combine. It was about 100 people from all over.
Yeah.
And then the camp was crazy. Like those dudes are athletic.
Yeah.
I'm talking like freak athletes. Like we had to. Well, me, Jeremiah, and Uchenna and Quiddy, we had to pick out of those 100. We picked 5.
Wow.
Yeah,
to play in the NFL.
To play in the NFL?
Yeah.
So out of the 5 we picked, I think 3 out of 5 have recorded a sack already.
Oh, wow.
Tough.
Dang.
That's tough.
So
In the preseason.
That was like 2 years ago, by the way.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's tough.
That is tough.
Like
Real life scouts.
No,
yeah.
for real.
Yeah.
yeah.
And the others, he started left tackle for the Chiefs in the preseason.
Yeah.
Man.
So they doing
Yeah,
well.
they're really
Yeah.
good. Yeah, they're really good athletes.
And they get like a year of development. I think they go to there's a training facility. I
Did
believe
they go in London?
In London.
Yeah, I went.
believe.
Remember, I went right after.
Yeah, it's a training facility there, and it really just stems from the age groups really matters a lot. Whether they're from 16 to 18, they may have opportunity to train and then go to a university.
Yeah.
But if they're from like 19, 20, 21 to like
Straight to the
23-ish,
Yeah.
they'll go to like a practice squad or
And
something
it's
like
really
that.
crazy. Like
Yeah.
dudes that we met in the village, like a year later, just watching them suit up in the NFL.
No, it is crazy.
It's so crazy.
And they super excited to see you too.
Yeah.
Like,
No, that's tough.
How is that combine constructed? Like, is it the combine that we know it to be?
It's
like here in the
very
States?
It's very similar. Like, as far, resources a little different.
Yeah.
But very similar, just the combine that we went through.
Yeah.
40 time, vertical. We did one-on-ones, though.
Okay.
JOK got out there. This is.
What's up?
No, you got routed up.
Hey,
Strap.
Boy, try me.
hey, tried you for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to pull some
What
old
do you-
tactics out on him.
Yeah, you
But
was
he was
cheating.
one of the better ones, though.
It was Piato.
It was P.I.?
It was.
Yeah.
I ain't call it the I was the
Ain't
ref.
gonna lie, that was moving.
I was by. hey, he was fast.
Moving. Nah, I think it really stems from just, a lot of those guys, they see an opportunity, they want to take it, and they value the opportunity.
Yeah.
Sometimes we may have an opportunity here in the States, we look at it like, oh, I may have another one.
yeah,
Yeah.
But I think
this
for
is-
them, it's like, this is
This is it.
right? So, and for them, you provide an alternative, and they're going to take that alternative. And, I cross-examine it all the time, specifically with my nonprofit. Is like, it's easy to tell, a young brother to get off the streets or, tell him to, stop selling drugs or whatever what he's doing,
You're not
right?
helping him.
Exactly. If you're not giving them an
just lip
alternative, it means nothing. It's like, well, okay, if I stop this, then what?
No doubt.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
So I think that's really what the opportunity is. It's like, okay, well, I'm doing something here, but shoot, if I miss a day or two, you know what I'm saying, I got an alternative here, and I see this as really my only alternative. So they go real hard, man. They real competitive. You know, they talk trash. You know, I mean, some of them speaking, you know, tree. They, you know,
It was crazy because it was like a bunch of different like African countries. So
that's the thing. It won't
so
just Ghanaians.
Yeah, so they were speaking. Everybody was speaking their own language.
Yeah.
So we had a lot of translators there.
It was funny.
Yeah.
Is that all through NFL Africa?
So I think they did one in Kenya this year.
Yeah.
We had my year was Ghana. They had one in Kenya. I think they're going to South Africa this year.
So they're going to different African countries.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some of the ones that are
Everybody
a little bit more
travels
developed.
to that one spot.
And do the combine and stuff.
And they do the
That's
combine.
How's that selection process
Of
to
who
gather
gets to-
like
yeah.
a who? Yeah.
OC does it with
Through the league.
So Ghana was a little bit different because OC, obviously I'm in Ghana. OC kind of reached out to me, hey, you know, what are some of the players you think that are, you know,
Gotcha.
are elite? So I had a camp before that.
Okay.
So
just
a lot of the
kinda-
players that I had in my camp, I had about 150. I was like, okay, I want this guy to come to that, get this opportunity. I want this guy to come to that.
Yeah.
You had some good picks too.
I had some good picks too. But you know, a lot of this OC, man, he been doing this for so long, man. He got these guys coming from Nigeria that's like 6'5".
No, hey,
See,
bro, no.
and
Hey,
And I'm thinking about it, like, because we all do camps back at home during the off season and stuff like that, especially like in the States or whatever, like people being from Miami or like Rod being from, you know,
Yeah.
supposedly good football. But,
DMV,
you know,
come on now.
we don't,
Put some respect on it.
I'm just
PG
saying.
in the building.
Getting right.
I'm just saying, but
Y'all play some ball over there.
Solid football. we know, but you know, like, what if we did that?
Yeah.
You know, because we do youth camps, like, you know,
Yeah.
little kids, you know, middle school, no, not high school, but find some 19, 20, 21, you know, that could still play. Because I know a lot.
See, but the difference though, I think, like the raw, like athletic ability.
Oh my God, dude did not just
You
do
know,
that.
I'm just being honest.
he did not
He
just
just
do
not-
that.
No, bro, look, I'm just being honest.
He
Look,
did
look,
not
look.
just do
No,
that.
no, look. We pulled up. It was like 5'6", 5 DNs running 4 5s. Like you just not gonna go to PG and find that, right?
Whoa, the disrespect is
You're not gonna go to
crazy.
Miami and get it.
Why you come at me first? though?
He didn't have
Why
to
you
do
come
that.
this way first?
You're not gonna like.
No, I don't believe you just said it.
No, it's like.
No, there's a difference.
And what's the difference?
But this is a difference.
Because I need to know.
Yeah, no, this is the difference. The difference is, okay, so I did a camp in Ghana. I did a camp back in the States in my hometown.
I'll tell you the
7'5". And this is the difference from my point of view. When I did the camp in Ghana, it was more focus. It was more urgency.
Now.
Not even just now, but like, I'm attentive. I'm listening
No
to
doubt.
exactly
No
what you're
doubt.
saying.
No doubt.
At home, I do the camp in Virginia. You know, it's similar urgency, right? But because there's more distractions, because there's more things, they play the game, right? In Ghana, like, their day-to-day lifestyle is athleticism. At the bucket on my head, I may be doing something, you know, carrying
that's
this,
fair.
carrying that. I may be a shepherd. You know, we got guys, a lot of guys are traditional.
Work with their hands.
We had some Obosufos, which is like a hereditary healers. So a lot of them are like doing a lot of things with their body nonstop, day to day. It's the same thing, you know, in the United States. But some guys may say, yo, I'm trying to be a rapper. I mean, I'm trying. You may have a lot of
Too many
distractions,
alternatives, like you said.
Too many alternatives, right?
And look, to add to that, it's like, because there's so many alternatives, you probably already have got that opportunity. You know? So,
That's part too.
you're not gonna find like a 6'5" dude who's never been approached to play basketball.
Football,
Like,
football,
you know what I'm saying? It's like,
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And you see 6'5" dude at the crib, you're like, yo, you
Nah,
play
you
ball?
play something.
You know what I'm
Early,
saying?
though. Like, early,
So it's
yeah.
different.
And you at the high school where the football is.
Yeah.
You at the high school where the basketball
But
is.
then these guys, like, they've never had any opportunities.
Yeah.
Like, they were just diamond in the rough. Like, we found, you know, like,
That's
it's the
crazy.
first time being,
Yeah.
like, seen as that. You know?
And I think
and I
they're really
don't-
gonna cherish. They're really gonna
They cherish
cherish
the opportunity.
the opportunity and what you have to say too.
And this is what I don't want to do. I don't want to paint a picture of the brothers that we talking about thinking they all in poverty. Like,
No, not at
you
all.
got some royals that are also,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
into the camps. Some that are already like they already have well technique. They've been training. You had a few of those guys,
Yeah,
right?
you could tell.
Yeah, and you could
Yeah,
tell
you
the
could
ones that
tell.
have actually been training. You may have some that's coming from, you know, South Africa, some that's coming from Nigeria.
And the ones that played basketball, you could really
The ones
tell
that-
they were
they already
very
kinda got the
polished. Yeah,
basics.
very polished,
Yeah.
you know?
Basketball is moving pretty well through
evolved.
Africa.
Yeah.
I
Not
think the
American
NBA
football at
doing
all,
a good
but
job with that stuff.
yeah, NBA.
No, it's good. It's real good to see, man. Like, you know, what you guys are doing, bringing exposure. You know what I'm saying, and this sort of opportunities over to your countries. You know what I'm saying? These are your people. And it goes a long way, and it says a lot about each of you, you know what I'm saying, and who you are. And of course, you know, you going over there and being a part of NFL Africa, like just what is it, what has it meant to you to be a part of that for, you know what I'm saying, these past 2-3 years since you guys have been going over there?
I mean, it's been really important to me just to be able to like make a difference. You know, we got like Rod coming out now. You know, like I know NFL Africa at the birth of it, they thought it was gonna be more just like players from Africa. You know, so that for like if you came, that would be such a, you know, it would just show so much growth from like where we started. You know, it's just getting so much bigger. More people in Africa are gonna get opportunities. So I love it. It's cool.
Yeah. I think it's a stepping stone. I think that once people are starting to see it more, then guys will also go back and do more camps, right? Let's say we had 100+ players, right? They do more camps, but not only just camps, but to do something that's more sustainable.
Yeah.
Maybe take 4 or 5, maybe 10 guys and develop a program for them to stay in touch with them every month, instead of like doing one camp and just leaving.
Correct.
And then it's done.
And then it's over with.
Or doing something more sustainable in the community, such as maybe a water well or seeing if we can do some solar panels, however that may look like in reference to the benefit of the area that you're doing it in. You know, NFL Africa is great, right? But to find something that's going to stick with the community and give to the community instead of just, you know, maybe, hey, I'm going to evaluate this guy, come
And
play
also-
over here.
Yeah.
You know, and also
yeah.
give, like the community something that like is self-sustainable that they can like have without us having to always come back.
Exactly.
You know?
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think it stems from education. So one of my aims is to get a lot of the guys here, whether it's Cleveland Browns, NFL, and have them contribute. Because I want to have an academy in Ghana, right? Not only just any academy, but a problem to solution academy, right? And something that is stemmed from pure education, but for the education of the benefit of the people that's involved, and not more like you know, just an education and just in the broad sense. You know, you go to college, you don't figure out what you want to major to like the 4th year. You know, not that, but more so aim to, okay, hey, you got this issue. You know, you got, you know, an environmental issue. You may have a, you know, gender-based issue, whatever that may look like, and trying to solve those issues instead of just kind of making it very, you know, broad or abstract. You know, so I think that's what I think that what NFL Africa has done for maybe the liftoff or the stepping stool for other guys to be conscientious and be conscious of, I think, what's needed there. So yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boy, speaking, man.
No doubt.
Like-
No doubt.
You
And
know?
you can tell they're passionate about it. you know?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, it's a little different. Looking at it is a little, hearing about it, and it's a little different. You know, like we grow up and like, you know, you give back, you know, I give back in my community, but it's like, it's a little different. Like I want to see it. Like I'm excited to go now because I want to see it. Like,
And
you
then,
know.
see, like we also got like, you know, we did the camps, but we got to like just like connect like with our ancestors as well. We went to, I don't know what the area is called.
It's called Cape Coast.
Yeah, we went to
It was
Cape
known
Coast.
as the Gold Coast during the slave time.
It was like where like I guess the biggest like slave trade like.
Yeah,
I don't
so
want to speak wrong.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't. You know.
Yeah, so it was one of the major areas. The area was, in past times, called Elmina. Elmina was known as a very, you know, broad and kind of one of the first areas, you know, that the Portuguese went, you know, to learn how to work the ships, to learn how to work the trade routes, and really show up, you know, in mercy to a lot of African chiefs and leaders. Contrary to what may be the, you know, the narrative, they kind of showed up like, hey, like, you know, we want to learn from you at first.
Yeah.
But then, you know, of course, they established a huge castle there. It was a church underneath or above the actual slave dungeons where, like, the blood and, you know, the chains. So we could talk about that. But it is a very, like, high-energy place because so many of the slaves has passed through that area.
We got to visit.
Yeah.
Like the actual like.
The dungeon, yeah.
That's deep. Yeah.
They deep over there.
Yeah,
like,
but that's
what
like, so for me,
It was an
yeah.
experience.
Yeah.
like, for
And
sure.
going to being a part of like NFL Africa would be my first experience over in Africa.
Is that same?
So you know, there's something that it's been near and dear on my heart. I've been trying to, get there, and this is definitely give me a reason to, you know what I'm saying, the right reason.
Because I always wanted to go.
Yeah.
And then it was like, all right, like.
You can always think of a reason not to, right?
No doubt.
Like, or why not?
Yeah.
Or I'll go somewhere else. But this is our roots.
Yeah.
These are ties.
Like it's important. Like I think, especially like when more guys are starting to come. Meek came, and it's becoming like more of a more vibrant place to be. But I tell people all the time when they go to the land, do something cultural first.
Yeah.
Do something traditionally rich first, instead of maybe going to the capital city near the coast.
He made sure that.
Yeah.
So, go in the middle of the country.
Yeah.
Usually towards the middle of the country, maybe northern of the country is where a lot of the tradition may lie. Of course, the coast as well. But get away from the tourism a little bit.
Yeah. I want to immerse myself.
Immerse
like,
yourself
in
into the
that
culture.
culture and that environment.
Don't stay with him though. Go with him.
No, definitely don't.
You can't stay.
Well, he said I can't stay because I ain't vegan
He gonna
anyway.
have
So I
all
got
types of temples and. Like,
Hey, Daryl, he will
Just pick me up,
connected.
just
He
pick me
well
up every
connected,
morning.
man. So I definitely know who I'm gonna go with for sure. Make sure I drop the right names.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can't wait, man.
Yeah.
it's gonna be a good one this year.
Okay.
Right.
What's that on the screen?
Oh yeah. Gotta talk about it. Gotta talk about it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the
Which
style.
which one y'all favorite? I ain't gonna that first one right there.
Hey, this
What?
one.
I told him. I
That was
said
the most recent.
that might be the best one I've
Like,
ever seen. Like,
I gotta
for real.
move out the way when he.
No,
coming
no
through,
doubt.
like,
That was
this
tough. I'm not gonna lie.
somebody
Like,
important.
Yeah.
you came with something that was.
Yeah,
like,
that's
you
general.
felt the way.
General.
You felt the way.
Ooh.
You can tell by the face structure.
Nah, you locked
Felt
in.
different energy.
Yeah, no doubt.
But it's a different energy
Yeah.
that come with each one though.
Correct.
Okay, go ahead. Let's go.
You
Talk
know,
about
of course, the kente is more traditional, more
Yeah.
near and
Phasos,
dear.
man. You see the Phasos?
Yeah,
G Phasos,
yeah. And I threw the G Phasos on just to connect the modern, know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't want to get too far,
Yeah.
Ancient.
I
but
like the colors in that one too.
Yeah, the Prince is
that's
sick.
Senegalese actually. That's not Ghanaian. That's Senegalese.
Did you wear the one that they made us in Ghana when we were out there?
That's the one right there on the right.
The right
Yeah.
the first
Yeah,
one. Week one?
The right one is the Ghana.
Okay.
The middle one
They made some for us when we went out there.
Okay.
is the Senegalese,
Yeah.
and then the left one, of course,
You was all business on that one.
is I call it my Asiatic fit.
Yeah, that was. That
I might gotta go week one fit.
That was-
man.
Yeah.
Week
Nah,
one
week
fit.
one?
It's like it's
Sun,
just
moon,
real,
star
just
type.
tradition. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the accessories he had on. My dog had the gold on
Gold
too.
on, yeah,
he had a little dance
I
with it
feel
on the
you.
way. Yeah.
I feel
yeah.
you.
He was stepping.
I'm of course go with the first one, but I
No,
like
that
this.
green
I like
was
the third
crazy.
one because
Yeah.
Nah,
and it's the more the crown. I like.
The crown for
Yeah,
sure.
the crown, the sun, moon, star is definitely.
And we seen the wrist too, like the gold on the wrist
the
was
wrist.
elite. Now we
the
saw
gold
that
on the
too.
wrist. Yeah.
So this has been something that you've obviously thought about and you're putting the emphasis on this year. Like what?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I never really sat down and was like, yo, I'm about to, wear a bunch of garments or whatever. It's just like, it wasn't more like, it was more like on the fly. It was like, what I'm gonna wear this week?
Yeah,
was
right
on the
now.
fly?
This
This on the fly.
on the fly. These are just in the closet.
Each one of these, watch this.
Those not every day.
I'm telling you, it was on the fly.
On the
I
fly.
wasn't like, I'm about to plan this out. This is actually from a brand that I'm about to come out with. And I wasn't supposed to say that. But, I'm gonna let y'all live.
This
This one on the
Come
left.
on, come on. This is a pod.
plan.
Drop it.
This
Yeah,
one on the
come
left
on.
is a brand I'm coming out with called Abrabo. And Abrabo is like a mission. It's mission in Shanti Tree. So you'll see.
Man, Obo.
You'll see. So I'm talking about the cat.
Send me
It's
one.
rooted.
The cat.
Rooted in substance.
The whole thing.
The whole fit.
You're not gonna see that symbol nowhere. That's custom made on Canva for me.
For real?
But yeah,
You already you got the trademarks and everything.
I ain't got a trademark.
Yeah, you gotta
But
get-
that's why
you
I
gotta
ain't
get-
get ready
Somebody gonna get
because somebody gonna try to. You know what I'm
Somebody gonna
saying?
get that.
That's why.
Yeah.
I got a guy in Ghana to make that outfit for me.
I need that.
Is that a different guy?
That's gonna.
No, it's a
That might we
different
might
guy.
have to get that for the ESPYs.
got more-
After we make
I got
this
more-
run,
about
you know what I'm
6
saying?
more,
We stepping. Red carpet.
Man.
And that what was it called?
Well, that's not called Abrabo.
The Ankara?
No, your brand.
The brand's called Abrabo.
A Bravo.
A Bravo.
A Bravo.
Obo and a Bravo.
Yeah. I like that.
Y'all funny, boy.
Nah.
Can we get some photos of that?
Nah.
It's
We
all
talking about
y'all.
this is about you.
I was gonna say.
Rooted.
That's all you
You
rooted.
know, we know how we seen him on
Oh,
GQ.
yeah, oh.
GQ Sports.
Oh, different level.
So what's up? You not trying to rep, you know what
I
I'm saying?
did.
That's what-
I wore one last
When?
year. So
No, this year.
I mean, I just haven't. I didn't go.
Yeah,
You got to
Yeah.
keep up with JOK. He up 3-0.
He-
3-0
yeah,
right now.
You're right.
Like
3-0 for the
again.
He need to just send me the
Yeah.
Taylor's number.
I got some. I got some for him.
Yeah, you know.
I need y'all to support my stuff, man.
Look, first week. Look, come on.
But not many people can do that. You know what I'm saying? Not many people are willing to
step
kind of
out.
like to step out
Yeah.
and be confident and they scan their
see,
heritage,
it's
like
like-
their culture. Like it's
what-
on them.
That's what I wear. Like
culture
to church
is on
Sunday
them.
I got
growing
you.
up.
I got you.
Like,
The culture is on them.
In the NFL though, that's like like that's powerful what
Like,
you're
this
doing.
is
That's
what
what
we
I'm
wear.
saying.
Like
When
nobody.
we have like family gatherings, this is what we wearing. When we go to church, this is what we wearing.
That's tough.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like this like that's.
I know
equivalent
the
to, like,
DMs
button-up
going
and a
crazy.
No, you putting it on
Every
tape.
week.
No, you putting it on tape.
DMs looking crazy.
You put it on
bad.
tape right now.
blazer. You the one.
No, what's the
the
one?
one.
The under. What's the one? Never mind. We got a couple. We got a couple questions from the fans that we want to ask y'all. They got a couple.
Okay, cool.
Some none.
I'm sorry.
Did
Can
that.
I-
Yeah, more like
Light
He's
heart,
on the spot.
light heart.
He's on the spot.
Yeah,
He's on the spot.
yeah.
He can't. Yeah.
I'll start off with the first one. If you guys had to pick one guy from the team to be your bodyguard, who would it be? This is from Ryan_Fraser, 16.
Big
like,
you are.
Nah, he
Nobody-
played too
nobody
much
gonna
though, so
try-
you,
no,
he,
yeah,
he,
I'ma
he
go
like
right
that
now.
though.
Nobody gonna try him though. So
But
it's
he
like
locked in
niggas
all
gonna
the
be
time.
like 6'8", like 390.
He
like,
locked in all the time. Like, he want to sing. He
Yeah,
want to laugh.
yeah.
Like,
See,
no,
the
no, if you're a
minute
bodyguard, you got to be
the
like.
minute he starts singing, it might be over.
That's what I'm saying. They gonna be like, oh, no, it's over.
Go at him.
Oh, you can
Go
try
at
him.
Nah, yeah, let me pick somebody else.
I probably, you know what?
Oh, Wyatt.
I probably go with Matt.
Matt Adams.
Oh, I'm tripping.
And I say Matt. I
Debo.
say Matt Adams
Jumper
just
cable.
because
Jumper cables.
feel like
Always mic'd up.
always mic'd up, but I feel like your bodyguard got to know time and place. Like your bodyguard got to know like when not to be like super aggressive. And like I feel like Matt kind of controls his temper now a little good. I know he got some past stuff, he working with. But because of his past stuff, I think he like I done tried him a few times just to see if he was
If
he
he'll bite
was
back.
good,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So I go with Matt Adams, yo.
All right. I like
that
it.
one a
Keeping
lot.
it in the LB
Yeah,
room.
I like that one a
Keep it
lot.
in the LB room.
Keeping it in the
I got
LB
you.
room.
That's
I
fair.
feel it.
That's fair.
All right, so next one we got, what is your favorite show to binge? And this is from Hey_Lisa Marie.
Lisa Marie.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your
I'll say,
favorite show right now? Netflix,
right now,
Hulu,
I'm
Prime? Where you at with it?
So I'm doing two right now.
Okay.
I'm sort of jumping back and forth between Top Boy and Suits.
Oh yeah, Top Boy.
Top Boy.
That's that
Yeah,
one. That's that one. And Suits nice too.
like, when
I
I just like don't want to really follow the storyline, like, I'm watching it. I'm on my phone. I put Suits on. You know?
Yeah.
It's cool.
Suits 9 seasons.
Yeah, it's-
Top Boy 3 seasons.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
I
you
know
got?
JOK don't watch TV. So.
What you
I
got,
was trying
JOK?
to
Come
find.
on.
He don't watch TV.
I'm
Come
trying
on.
to find somebody I used to watch. You know, I used
He don't watch TV, so
Everybody like, man, I saw that. That was 5 years ago. I done
Yeah.
ran through that multiple times.
Yo,
What you got?
I like two. It was two shows. They were similar shows. Game of Thrones, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then
Classic.
Vikings. I don't know.
Vikings, yeah.
Vikings
Vikings
was kind of
good.
slept on. Both of them joints.
Is
I
this-
watched both of them joints in like a couple of weeks time.
I can see that.
Yo,
I can see that for you.
What's Vikings like?
like
Is
it's so it got a lot of
like-
tradition.
like Roman
Yeah.
Empire stuff?
Yeah.
Like and it's not
Is that
like
what they talking about on the internet right now with the Roman Empire?
It's like
stuff?
Kingdom, like all of that.
It's like
you know
Kingdom
what I'm
versus
saying?
Kingdom.
Kingdoms, yeah.
it's not
dope.
arch, but
It's dope.
you know,
Yeah.
it's just a tradition to where like you'll see like women and men kind of like in their essence,
Yeah.
you know, protectors, and you just got a lot of tradition in it, a lot of principles.
You
in
like
it.
tradition?
Yeah,
That's
like,
why I can see, yeah.
I'm in love with
Rooted in
it.
success.
Royalty, all of
Yeah.
that.
Rooted in
Kings and
success.
queens, yeah.
rooted in
It's
something.
gotta
That's
be that,
all. That's
though,
the,
like-
that's it.
Yeah.
Even with a sister, like
There you go.
Like-
Here you go. You see me try to throw it out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna expose you now. Don't do that.
all right, we can double up.
You got another one on there?
Yeah, we got. Hey,
Go
Walt
ahead.
got it.
We got
Go
one
ahead.
more. Go ahead.
All right.
I got
So this next one we got. What would you do if you weren't a football player? And this is from
Oh.
Luke.
All right, we just talked about that now.
If you weren't
mean-
a ball player, don't say basketball either.
Skateboarder. Nah, please don't say
I mean,
basketball.
for me, like, I feel like I'm doing everything I want to do now. You know, I do photography, I do some styling.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
everything I want to do, I'm doing it.
So tell them boys, man, when you hang them up, like stylist, I'm here.
Oh, he already out of here.
I'm
Nah, he
here.
out of here.
I'm already
He's
on
gone.
that.
You already tapped in.
He's
I'm
gone.
already on
shoot.
that,
No, you
I
gone.
actually got a gallery on the 5th in New York.
Yeah, we
displayed a lot of my photos.
we going.
Yeah, so-
No, I'm saying styling. I'm talking about stylist.
Yeah, no,
but you
that's
got
Like if you looking for a
when you
stylist,
hang it up, you
if
out
you
here.
looking for a
Oh,
stylist,
yeah, if you're looking for a
holla at
stylist, you can holler at me now.
Yeah.
But you told me
He
you
ain't taking
out
them
here,
photos though. Yeah, I know. I be seeing you. Yeah.
You said when you done playing, you out of here.
I mean,
You moving?
I'm moving to London.
London?
Yeah, I can see that.
That's where all the fashion at.
Yeah.
No, that's
Yeah.
not. Well, that's where the fashion at, but that's where NFL International headquarters are. So,
Yeah. That photography, man, it took
Photography
off.
tough. Yeah.
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 No doubt.
Photography. Why photography?
Got a good eye.
yeah. I really just I want to show people my unique perspective. We all got one. You know, just want to show my.
Love that. Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Basketball.
You know I'm balling.
No, for real. Like,
Basketball.
outside of that.
I seen you hoop.
See, you
And
got
it
the
ain't that.
answers on. Show the people the kick,
I used to
man.
beat up ones, but you know.
Nah, man.
Hey, this-
Hey,
hey,
shout out 7'5".
Hey, this a good Reebok fit though.
It's a nice little Reebok, man. Shout out AI.
You
Shout
got
out
that out here?
1067.
Hey, I sent that.
No, this is when we was in high school, college. You know,
You still the same size?
See,
It's a
14.
little smaller. You talk about the suit. The sweatsuit.
14.
Sweatsuit.
This sweatsuit new.
I thought you had that in high school,
Trying you.
too.
Why you trying you?
Say
He
something.
still the same size?
He don't know he me at the end. Why you don't know that?
No, for
Nah,
real.
I'll be a diplomat though. I think like, I want to like be, you know, like in charge of
You
my
said a
own.
diplomat?
Yeah, like I want to be like a
But like what?
peacemaker. like somebody that travels to country represent my own
Your country.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what you want to do?
Yeah.
I think that's hard. Like, but watch this. I think the most valuable job in the world is problem solving.
Okay.
Like,
like
I don't
that.
think it's a more valuable job than being a problem solver. Everybody got problems. Everybody got issues.
I
whether
never
it's-
know
Yeah,
what
you
you
can
gonna say.
identify them, but you don't know if you don't know how to solve them.
I never know what Jeremiah's gonna say. He
Ever.
surprised me every time.
Every
he
time.
talks.
He got a gym. He gonna say
I thought he was going to say
something.
something.
Yeah.
I'll be singing too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, come on,
Hey,
give
hey,
him
come
something.
on.
Some Drake. Give him the Drake. Give him that Drake we was working on.
Huh?
I thought it'd make me
All right. Don't give him too much.
Yeah, we
Not
gotta
for
say
free?
that.
I
We
gotta
gotta
sign
say
you. I
that.
gotta sign
for
it.
We gotta
free.
say
We
that.
ain't doing that for free. I already know what you're singing. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, Jeremiah, he can't sing though.
Nah,
I've been
I told
look-
my wife the other day. I said, JOK can sing.
appreciate
First, I
that.
thought he was
I
just,
do.
do
Yeah, he be
just,
trying to play around, but he
Nah,
really.
And
appreciate that,
then
though.
he had
Nah, he
one
like
note the
this.
other day. I said,
Yeah, look. I walked.
said, oh.
I walked to the locker. What's that?
oh yeah, cuz different.
I appreciate that.
Nah, I'm gonna sign him for sure.
For sure. Yeah.
You gotta style me one time.
I
Man.
got you, dude. Yeah.
You know you're not gonna wear nothing Ogbo tell you to put on.
I'm gonna send you the invoice.
But Obo,
Is
this
that-
is the thing. Obo know my style.
Yeah,
No,
dude.
no, no.
So,
See,
like,
the
he'll be
thing
able
about
to
being a
cultivate
good
it.
stylist, you
You
can't
gotta-
try to
yeah.
make people do
Yeah.
what you want.
Correct.
Something that they can feel
But I need
comfortable
you
and
one
confident.
time to just come out with like
Yeah.
a all Rick
Hey,
Owens
hey,
fit.
hey, let me do one fit for you.
Yeah, for real. Let's not let them get away from the question though. If y'all want to play football, what would y'all be?
That was for y'all.
Yeah,
But
that
that-
was
but-
for y'all.
but-
Y'all on the mic.
But this,
We just-
we gonna get this before we leave though, because I'm actually interested in this question. It's gonna help me understand my brother more.
Okay, I like
We
that.
already had this conversation.
I can appreciate that. A-Wall gonna be a coach.
That's a good alternative. But
I think he gonna coach because he really understand the game. So I feel like he gonna spread that knowledge. You know.
I've been around the game a long time, so
Yeah.
I
I,
can
don't
just-
know
like
what
that. I
else
can
I
also
would
be
do
like some
outside
GM
of
or
it.
something.
I can just see you doing something
Yeah,
where like
with football,
yeah,
like or with
your mind with
sports.
football.
Yeah,
You know.
Yeah, I don't know
Legendary.
what else I would.
Legendary.
There you go. Rod, what would you
Legendary,
do?
no.
Here you go. Here we go.
OG,
OG,
Rod,
you,
talk
come
to
on
me.
now. You know, we know you got some gems. Come on.
Nah,
to me.
I ain't got nothing for y'all
You know you-
boys,
nah,
man.
nah, nah,
You know
you
what
like
I'm
that.
saying?
Come on.
Cool.
He-
You
come
gonna
on
leave your
now.
brother with nothing?
He got something. See, you
on,
got the
Rod.
HBCU shirt on.
Yeah,
you know.
man. Thought it was fitting for the topic today and the guys we had on set. I
can appreciate
for
that.
me. Shoot, I think I look good. I think I found myself on TV somewhere talking about the game. Enjoy that. I do a lot of community work, so nonprofit space too. Felt like I found my purpose.
I can see you doing
Found my
broadcasting for
purpose.
sure.
Yeah,
No doubt. For sure.
but yeah, that was just a couple.
You was on NFL Network at the beginning of the year, right? Yeah, you was a
Yeah.
natural. I seen you on there.
But knowledge.
I was up
a lot
there.
of knowledge.
Yeah, I was up there dropping game.
Yeah, that boy Juan was mad you didn't put him in your top 5 safety.
I know. I saw that.
Hey.
Dang.
Top
Nah,
five
that's my
safety.
guy though. Come on, man. Goals. We all day. The one.
Well, you got a chance to redeem yourself. Top 5 safeties.
Top 5 safeties.
We ain't doing that. Don't put him on
Yeah,
the spot
come
like
on,
that,
man.
man.
Come
I
on.
mean,
Come on.
Every safety in the Browns uniform.
That's it. Like, what else
three.
is there to say? He wasn't on the team. He wasn't on the team back then, so he could say that. Like,
I had just signed.
I tried to help
I was
you.
giving Browns big love though. I was putting this on every time. What you mean? Holding it down.
You was.
That boy Baldy over there talking. Come on, man. Gotta let him know.
He biased. He was biased early.
Nah. Now Baldy, he came to the Eagles practice. He was like, yeah, I see it. I see it now. I see it now, Rod.
No doubt.
I see it.
We still got a long way to go. But
No, we gotta keep making him a believer.
yeah, no doubt.
You feel me?
We're doing something right now.
Okay.
Keep going.
Where's it go?
It's talking about y'all traditions at home.
Traditions at home.
Nigerian and, Ghana. What's your favorite tradition?
Like
Ooh, I
Nigerian,
got a
like
good-
Nigerian
I got a
tradition
good
or just
question.
like my family tradition?
Yours. What's your favorite? That your family does, that you know. I tell you right now, mine was Christmas. All my family getting together. That was like the only time we was all able to get together. So that was pretty dope for me.
Yeah.
I'll say sometimes my dad would just like have us all come downstairs. My dad, like, he loved music. So he'll like get one of his old tapes, some funky, groovy, like disco music. And him and my mom would just be dancing. And we would all just be chilling, just listening to like old, like groovy, like disco music. We used to just kick it and just, like, that's like growing up for as long as I can remember. I can remember like just me like being in that living room, my parents just getting down. Getting
That's tough.
funky.
That's tough.
You know, mine may be a little lopsided. I think one of my favorite traditions is like our funeral rites, actually.
I knew he was gonna.
Like, no, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
You never
that's
know.
totally different. Like,
Way left.
Somewhere.
but no, like, listen,
Now he
why I
gonna
say
take
that.
you there and bring you back. Like, it's crazy.
That's why I say that though. Like,
The funeral?
I don't feel like we honor the dead enough, or honor those who transition enough. Like, our funeral rites is like maybe some days, like in Ghana. Like, it's a certain color, it's a certain energy.
This is
certain
your favorite
music.
tradition?
My favorite tradition because, like, you get to see like the true honor, and depending on, of course, who the being is, like the true honor and like the transition from like life to life, like not necessarily life to death.
Like that.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Different
Yeah.
Can you
perspective.
expound on that? Life to life?
Life to life, as in like time in our sense is circular. Like, it's linear too, but it may go like this, almost like a coil, right?
Yeah.
So like life to life is like you'll have one realm, which is our realm we in, and then the realm of those who have transitioned, right? And that's also another life, right? And their life can be another life, of course. Why you name, a newborn after somebody who's passed on.
okay.
So it's almost like life to life, right? So
Gotcha.
that's my favorite tradition.
I like it.
Y'all?
Yeah. He said Christmas.
You always take
I'm a-
me
yeah.
somewhere that
You just don't
Yeah.
know.
I didn't know if I
You
wanted
never
to
know.
go.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah,
But you
Chris-
made it make sense.
And you always bring it
Yeah,
back.
yeah,
That's what I
brought
told
me-
you.
yeah, brought me
You
back.
take you there and bring you
Way
back.
left, huh?
Bring you back.
Yeah.
Well, right.
We appreciate y'all coming on. We want to thank the Cleveland Browns organization for giving us this platform.
Sure.
Miss Taylor Young,
Taylor Young.
Taylor Young.
You know,
T.Y.
T.Y.,
T.Y.
giving us our platform to, just, connect with our brothers, out on off the field. It's huge. We get to know y'all personally. The fans get to know us.
And
Always appreciate
I
Rod.
want to thank y'all for just coming up here doing this as players. It's really big, Y'all doing this before y'all done playing. I can like see y'all doing this after y'all done. So
Yeah. Not much love,
Real,
man.
real
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Thank
Fire,
everybody,
man.
man. Video producer,
I
everybody
learned
record.
something
First
today.
lady.
A lot.
Yeah.
We got to go on that trip, Rod.
We
gotta
up
go.
next?
We up next.
Yeah.
I got to.
Yeah.
gotta go.
We
I'm
on.
ready.
You know what they
Got
say?
to.
You on deck.
You on deck?
Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame.
Walter Payton was a warrior, running with beats. You rookies couldn't hold the weight up in one of his cleats. As I creep through the zone, I am known as a monster. The new Larry Zonka, ballin' hard, going bonkers. Somebody need the answer, trying to stop Barry Sanders. Sharks in the game, you just a salamander. Never out of bounds, you running through your town. Keep your head up and rush, we look like Jim Brown.